In Song of Solomon, there exist many meanings and unique interpretations of flight. One of the main meanings of flight that is used is the yearning for freedom. Toni Morrison develops this topic by showing a continuous theme of freedom from achieving flight, whether that be figurative or literally. This is achieved through leaving your past behind. There are many instances where characters in Song of Solomon are striving for this freedom. Given the setting of the book, mainly the early 1900s of America, African Americans were continuously being discriminated against in one way or another. There's also the feeling of regret and conflict that is keeping these characters from achieving this wing spread feeling. Some in-book examples of this is Milkman's wanting for starting a new life. Throughout the novel, Milkman wants to leave his town behind or try to discover himself. After leaving the state of Virginia, his initial goal was wealth and the gold that Pilate may have hid. However, after learning about his family heritage in Virginia, he learns more of what he is and who he is and where he came from. For the first time in his life, he is away from his family and the people he already has known for so long, and is around different people for once in his life. This eventually leads to his symbolic flight at the end of the book. Quote, "If you surrender to the air, you could ride it," indicating that he had let go of his past regrets and people holding him down like Hagar and his dad. Another representation of the liberation of flight is the Flight of Solomon. Susan Bird explained to Milkman that slaves who had come from Africa had the ability to fly and gain their freedom. It was said that Solomon, after having Jake, had just run up a hill, spun in a circle a few times, and flew back to wherever he came from. Slavery was still around at this time of the story, but Solomon, having left behind his wife and kids, he flew away, making the ultimate sacrifice for his freedom. I hope these guys don't kill me. Even now, in this day and age, there's many examples of people struggling for that right to freedom, that liberation of flight. Immigration has always been a sensitive and complicated topic for many. Ever since the beginning of America, let alone before the continent was even discovered. Anyway, individuals from Europe had immigrated here. There's a whole history of how America developed around many identities from Europe, mainly Britain. Before, America's ideology is that they wanted people to come to the country. They wanted to grow their population and become more powerful over the course of history. You can see this even now with many diverse cultures being represented in the very streets you live in, whether it's street food, restaurants, parties, festivals. However, it's become a little bit more complicated now. You see, President Donald Trump declared that if given a second term, which he was, he will instill mass deportation across the country. That pig is still up there, man. The reasoning behind this can get a little bit political, so I won't get into it too much. Yeah. But why am I saying all this? Well, it all relates to the struggle for freedom. You see, Donald Trump thinks that crime rates have increased drastically because of immigration. And while, yes, there are immigrants who are criminals, it doesn't mean that all immigrants are criminals. His reasoning for deporting many individuals is kind of skewed. Now, not only is his justification for deporting many immigrants to be crime rates and such, illegal immigrants aren't recognized as citizens, which means they don't get taxed. And I believe that Trump doesn't really want people to not pay taxes or avoid taxes and such, which I'm sure he's never done before. The main reason why these immigrants are coming into America, Mexico is just an example. We have people from all over the world wanting to get into America to start a new life or escape violence from their home country, to finally be free and achieve the flight that they've always wanted in their entire life. It's to leave behind that past and oh crap. Okay, wait, hold on. Is to leave behind that past and build a better life for them, for their family, for many immigrants and people who want to come here. That process is dreading. Think about even illegal or not. Oh, that bat just died. It is very challenging to get this freedom. Whether it's through green card or visa, the process is excruciatingly long, and don't even get me started on illegal immigration, border patrol and all that. Due to these systems, these systems are set in place for safety of the American residents. But it makes it so that immigrants who want to come here and start a new life, it's extremely hard. Leaving behind their past and leaving behind their past and sacrificing so much just to maybe start over, wouldn't that give you enough reason?